Now, sources have told NDTV that the Maharashtra Home Department has sent a proposal to the Chief Minister recommending the transfer of the Mumbai Police Commissioner Arup Patnaik for his alleged mishandling of the violence on the 11th of August, which broke out after there was a protest against alleged atrocities against Muslims in Assam and in Myanmar, a demand that was reiterated by the opposition. Arup Patnaik told NDTV he will obey orders, but there is no question of resigning.
That is a decision. You see, as I told you, I'm a government employee. Ultimately, whatever the government decides whatever post to give me, I'll be fine with it. If they ask me to go on leave, I'll go on leave. If they ask me to be here, I'll be here. It's not something I am under a regular job. So there's a question of whether I should go or not go.
But yes, you're as human as we are. So would you feel upset that in spite of doing a good job, you're still being asked to be transferred because of political considerations?
No, if I start start getting unsettled on every point, I won't be able to. I have run the city for 1.5 years. If I have got unsettled like this on small things, I won't be able to function.
In a detailed interview, here's what Arup Patnaik told group editor Barkha Dutt on the buck stops here about the incidents on the 11th of August.
Do you, I know it's difficult for you to answer this, but do you feel the political pressure coming at you in a sense from all sides? Somebody saying you should have done this, somebody else saying you should have done this. Do you stand by how you handled the Raza Academy protest, or do you regret anything you did? And is there something you would have wanted to do differently?
You see, I like to make one thing clear. There's a perception that all these riots and all these kind of problems, they are due to political interference, etc. This is not true. This is 100% the work of the police. I have had 33 years of experience, 92 riots I have handled, the entire bomb blast. So there is no point, the political, people either way, they don't have any role to play. It is the police leadership. They have the absolute freedom every time. Whenever they fail, it is easy to pass on the buck to the political leadership. I will do no such thing, whether it is for the Congress government or for the BJP government, or irrespective. I am a professional. It is my duty. It is my duty to do that. I have done it all through, and I'll be doing it. And let me tell you, this is a wrong perception that political people, they have a problem when the...
Fair enough, sir. Fair enough. You've said that if something goes wrong, you will take the buck stops with you.
And everybody should.
But, yes. But can I ask you just very briefly, you stand by how you handled the Raza Academy incident, though the jury is out and divided on that, some praising you, some condemning you. You yourself as a professional believe you did the best you could. Is that correct?
I believed I have done it right.
Sushma Swaraj raised an important point in Parliament, and she said that when she was trying to convince people from the Northeast to not leave the cities of their work and go back to the states that they originated from, they turned around and said there's such an atmosphere of fear today that in a city like Mumbai, police women who were sexually assaulted by the mob at Azad Maidan were not willing to file cases. They did not want to take that on. They were scared. So if police women are scared, how can ordinary citizens feel secure?
For 2 days, it was running on the television that two police personnel have died. In fact, today I have sent a fax to the Union Home Secretary, and the concerned channels have been directed by the concerned not to. Then there were SMS running that so many police people have died here and there.
Yes, those were false. I agree with you. Those reports were false. They were absolutely false, and we did not carry them. Yes.
Yeah, number one, they were false. It was also today one constable was made to stand on the stage, and he was giving a rose to Raj Thackeray. Now we have found
that
out
picture. Why were you offended by that?
Let me react.
Why were you offended by that?
Yeah. Kindly allow me to speak.
Yes, sir.
Now this constable is under psychiatric treatment. It is under this thing. Now he was stage managed. He was brought on the stage by whoever. We are inquiring into that. So there are a large number of things. Even this so-called sexual assault and all that is all bunk. It is all rumor. It was to fan. It was to spread disaffection among the force. We have registered a case on that. Like Sanjay Nirupam said, the idea is to create insecurity. Idea is to spread, some kind of rumor and build on that and create a racket.
Can I ask you, sir, I have to interrupt you. I have to interrupt you because even I went by what I had read heard and been told. Are you saying that your colleagues, women in the police force, were not assaulted by the mob? Are you saying they were not assaulted?
Let me tell you that, it has been reported there is 1 or 2 stray cases which are being investigated by SIT, but the way they put it, I wouldn't like to tell. They have put out horror stories of how you see, they are my children. These men, and they are not somebody else's. I am the chief. I should be more worried about them, and that's how I lead the force. Now the point is somebody else. You know, if you tell a father that, you know, the neighbor is more bothered about his children, that doesn't help me. You see, I am responsible, I am accountable. I can assure you that anything of this sort has happened, it will not go unpunished, but this has been 1 or 2 stray cases, whether they are molestation or whether they were some kind of a shuffle, that all is being looked into by SIT.
You're saying, Mr. Patnaik, that many of the things that have been read and said about Azad Maidan when it came to the police force have been exaggerated or overstated?
Not exaggerated, they are false.
But you're saying on the molestation against police women, there could have been 1 or 2 cases. Though every case, sir, is important and needs to be punished. You do agree with that? Every single case. One is too many cases. You do agree with that?
We have got too much of footages, electronic footages.
Yes.
Each and every, because what typically happens after these riots, people go away, the rioters go away. After some time, we round up all sorts of people from here and there. We get 10 Muslims, then they say get 10 more Hindus. And that is how the whole balancing goes on by and large. We are not doing anything of this sort now. We want the footages are there unless there is, you know, incontrovertible evidence. Only then, yes, when you are catching people one by one.
India's #1 news app just got even better. Download NDTV's new app. Fully optimized for retina display. Full screen view. Faster response time. And Sudoku. NDTV's new iPad app. Download now.